Welcome back to the fourth segment of KFPL's Tween Photography Challenge. This week we will discuss portraits, specifically portraits of other people, rather than selfies. What is a portrait? Portrait photography, or sometimes called portraiture, captures the personality of a person or group of people, telling the viewer a unique story about that person. Choosing the right lighting, background, and poses will ensure your person of interest is the perfect centerpiece. Why take portraiture shots? Portraits are taken for many purposes. Formal situations like weddings, fashion, business, and school photos. Sometimes they're for fun, like family vacation snapshots and updating your social media profile. Whatever the reason may be, there are many techniques that can be used to create great portraits. Here are just a few tips and tricks to make the most of your portraiture. Check the lighting on your subject's face. Direct sun can be harsh, wash out features, and cause eyes to squint. Dark locations can cast deep shadows, making your subject appear sinister. Instead, look for gentle shady spots under trees, or choose late afternoons which casts a softer light, or pose by a window indoors. Don't be afraid to have your model move positions to find just the right light to cast over their features. Here are some sample portraits taken under trees, at dusk, and using natural window lighting. Next, check your background. Be aware of what is behind your subject. You could have a flattering model, but if there's a telephone pole sprouting directly out of the top of their head or an overflowing garbage bin directly over their shoulder, that is where the viewer's eye will go. Move your subject if necessary to avoid background distractions. A good rule of thumb is to choose the portrait scene setting on your digital device to achieve a shallow depth of field, or what you would notice as a blurry background, also called a bokeh effect, which keeps only the subject in focus. Here are some photos that keep the background in minimal focus and the subject in sharp focus. Finally, assess your subject's pose. Make a decision on where you want your subject's eyes to focus. Ask yourself, do you want them camera aware, which means looking directly at you, the photographer, or do you want your subject looking off somewhere else? Also check body positions. Having a slight turn with one shoulder a tad closer to the camera often yields a more flattering look, instead of facing straight on, which can feel a little more confrontational. Check limbs to make sure they are not stiff. Check hands to make sure they're not clenched. Here are some samples of slightly angled portraits with loose, relaxed positioning. Now it's your turn to practice taking portraits. But Before you do, be sure to have permission by your subject to post and share any photos of their image. For those who would like to share your work, use the following hashtag on Instagram.